So I was looking for new avenues to make money. I was looking for new avenues of how I can, get my money up. And thankfully, Pokey, a longtime friend of mine, gave me an editing opportunity. So I've been editing for her channel for a while now, and I thought I was doing a good job. But, I feel like I need to address this. I feel like it's important for me to address this controversy as someone who cares about Iman.
There was one editor in particular that I would work with a lot because his edits were really, really good. But he proceeds to tell me that the reason why he would sometimes turn around videos a week or two late is because he couldn't stop.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
All right, so there's a situation going on, ladies and gentlemen. I need to confess, okay? Now, you may know who Pokimane is, okay? Pokimane, one of the most popular streamers on Twitch, okay? Very popular. I co-hosted the Streamer Awards. She's very famous, okay? She's done a lot of attention online. But you guys know I'm a big fan of her. I'm a huge fan of her, okay? I watch her stuff all the time. I love it. I love what she does. She's just an entertaining person, undoubtedly, okay? And she's a beautiful woman. Now, I also, as you guys know, have been struggling to make money recently, okay? It's just not coming in like it used to. I've fallen off. Nobody's watching me anymore. You guys don't donate to me. My parents kicked me out for being gay and being trans and being a Zer. Like, a lot of stuff has been happening, right? And so I was looking for new avenues to make money. I was looking for new avenues of how I can, get my money up. And thankfully, Pokey, a longtime friend of mine, gave me an editing opportunity. So I've been editing for her channel for a while now, and I thought I was doing a good job. Obviously I have other obligations. I'm running this channel, so I can't get it done all the time, but I'm trying my best. And well, apparently we had a bit of a scuffle because I confessed my feelings for Pokey, and just a kind of a dark situation has gone on where she exposed me for what I said to her when, I just don't think I did anything that wrong, but I feel like I need to address this. I feel like it's important for me to address this controversy as someone who cares about Iman, who cares about the situation. I just wouldn't want to do anything to hurt her, and my intention was never to hurt her, okay? So we're gonna take a look at this. Yeah.
Because when I was reading this, and the message was actually nice, I was like, why do I feel bad? Like, I actually want to forgive this person. And I think that's a me problem. Many, many years ago, when I was like super omega active on YouTube, and I was working with a lot of different editors. There was one editor in particular that I would work with a lot because his edits were really, really good, but he had one major...
I am a good editor. I do really well at editing. I have experience. I have, 8 years of experience on YouTube, 7 years, 6 years of experience. Like, I have a lot of experience in video editing. Like, I'm a talented guy, I know Premiere, After Effects, Sony Vegas, DaVinci, everything there is to know, Blender, Cinema 4D. I know how to do all of it. And so, from that perspective, like, I'm glad that she's giving me props for the fact that I'm a great editor.
Problem, which was that sometimes out of nowhere, his videos would just be like a week or two late. I was like trying to make...
I told her I had scheduling issues. I had scheduling conflicts. Like, there's a lot going on in my life. Like, I've got a lot, between my parents kicking me out and, me having my troll face shirt, my goon sessions. Like, there's a lot of things I'm doing, Pokey. So I don't really see why this kind of thing is deserved. Like, this kind of approach. Like, did I really f up that bad? Like, I was just a little late. There's nothing between us. I respect her as a woman, her autonomy, okay? She and, what she and Fedmeister had is special, and I wouldn't want to get in the way of that.
Make it work with him, and I would ask him, like, is there anything that I can help with, anything that I can do to kind of like make it easier to be on time? And like, you're welcome to tell me if you're gonna be a bit slower with the upload so that maybe we can work.
Well, it's just, it's hard to talk about my problems with you, Pokey, and this is something I've always said to you, Iman. It's like, it's hard to talk about how I feel. It's hard to talk about what I'm going through with people. I just, I'm one of the guys that, when something bad happens, I'm kind of insecure about it. I'm kind of putting on a tough face. I want to be the strong, silent type, but really I'm not. I'm just I'm a little on the inside, deep down. But that's where I push my emotions. I push them deep down. I push them way deep down because I don't want anyone to know how I feel. And that's what I was doing. And I thought you had that understanding. I thought I explained that to you, but maybe it just wasn't. Maybe it just wasn't enough. Maybe for whatever reason you just didn't understand what I was going through. Pokey.
Work around it. Blah 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 blah. Months go by. And he messages me out.
To give you context, this is back in September of 2020. This happened. I started working for her. I stopped working for her about 2 months ago, so it's been a little bit. But I was a great editor. I think I did a good job, and she paid well, to her credit. She paid very well. I have to thank her for keeping me afloat in these tough times. The Degenerates videos just aren't hitting like they used to.
Out of the blue, and he says, "Hey, do you have time to talk? I'm ready to fight."
You should push them down. Emotions are beta. That's what I said to her, but she said I should tell her about how I feel. And when I did this, she exposed me.
Finally tell you why I've been struggling so much with deadlines. And I said, oh, like, great. Hopefully this is something that we can fix.
Speak your truth. Thank you very much, SB. Yeah, it's been hard, man, because like, you know, I'm a commentary channel. People expect integrity from me. It's hard to, no, it's hard to be the one, you know, it's hard to be the one guy that's just being honest. You know, I'm afraid I'm gonna get made fun of, but you know, I mean, when it comes to a serious situation like this, like, you know, you just gotta, you gotta do the right thing and just say how you feel.
Tell me why he proceeds to tell me that the reason why he would sometimes turn around videos a week or two late is because he couldn't stop touching himself. To me,
I mean, look, it's just like, I think there's a lot of misinterpretations, a lot of misinformation going around, like, you know, on the internet. Like, it's like, people just don't understand, you know, like how you feel and stuff. People just, on the internet, you know, it's hard to be sincere. It's really hard to be sincere, and people just don't. They don't want to understand how you feel, and I feel like she's taking me out of context here. When I said touching myself, I meant ferociously stroking my. I would never just flicker goon. I meant violently beating my all goddamn night. That's what I meant, and it's very disturbing when, you know, somebody takes you out of context for this. I mean, I've been railing against false allegations for a long time now, and Pokey knows this. You know, she knows that I'm kind of on this wave, you know, of like railing against false allegations. And despite that, she thought that I wouldn't notice. She thought I wouldn't talk about it. No, I didn't just touch myself, okay? I can't use my anymore. My penis does not work. It is limp. It is flat. It is flattened. It is nothing. Can't even talk to women nowadays. Yeah, man, like chivalry is dead. Like, I mean, I just told her I flicker gooned. I did more than flicker goon, but like that was private information, and she's now spreading a false allegation about me. I was a great video editor, you know, and frankly, she owes me a few $1,000s. You know, frankly, she owes me about $3,000 for the work that we did together. You know, I edited a lot for her over the years, so I just feel like I deserve a lot more, you know.
his, in a way, employer of many, many months. When I tell you I've never halted a conversation so fast, because I'm like, you're the person that I send like hours of footage to. I don't want to know what you're jacking it to. I don't want to know more. I shouldn't even know how much I know right now.
And you shut me out. You shut me out of your life. Somebody who's cared about you, somebody who's been your friend for years, somebody who has had your back through every drama, through every situation, okay? Every drama. I've been there. I've been there to back you up. The whole cookie thing, I said, you know what, based, you know, not that big of a deal. Sell the shitty cookies. Who gives a okay? During the whole thing with It's a Gundam, I said delete his channel. Wipe his channel from the internet, okay? Get rid of it. He's a bully. He's a chud. He's right-wing. He's a Nazi. I had your back, Pokey, okay? I was defending you publicly and privately. With the Leafy thing, I mean, that guy was just a degenerate bully. He bullied you. It was disgusting. And like now my unit is shredded, as Jamie Vance in chat says. My unit is shredded, and I'm just being treated like shit. In my darkest time, you shut me out, you know? So much for men being able to cry these days and express their emotions, am I right? Like, Jesus. It's 2024. I thought men could cry now. I thought men could flicker goon. But apparently I'm the piece of shit because I gooned a few times and had a few late video edits. Like, Jesus. Grow up, Pokey. Okay, it's 2024. I'm a gay man.
I shouldn't know. But I felt so bad. I have firsthand experience seeing other people struggle with addiction. So firsthand, shut up.
She's laughing at it. She thinks it's funny. She thinks my gooning addiction is a funny thing. She thinks it's a cool thing. She thinks it's like whatever. It's like, oh, let's just laugh at it, right? But it's not funny. It's not funny. I have a disorder where I laugh when I am emotional. Ha ha, see? Like, it's like that. And like when I'm sad, I laugh. And, you know, addiction is really hard. It's hard to break, you know. You talked about gambling addiction on Twitch. You talked about, you know, how these streamers like Trainwrecks are pushing gambling to their young audience. And it makes sense, you know, I supported you throughout that, but nobody has the balls to talk about flicker gooning. Nobody has the balls to talk about how important it is to flicker goon. And, you know, it starts once. It starts as a one-time thing. You know, you think, oh, I'll just flicker goon once. It's not a big deal. 3 a.m., time to flicker goon. 4 p.m., time to flicker goon. You know, it just rolls over. Days become weeks, weeks become months, months become years. They blur together. You're a slave to the flicker gooning, and it's just kind of it's a dark thing that I've been through. And I'm, you know, I can see chat's really supportive, but, you know, Pokey's chat was very mean and harassing me, so I just feel like I need a few moments, you know. I might not be here for a few days, guys. Is gooning just not respected anymore? It's really not. It's not respected. It's a serious problem, a serious addiction that I've fallen into, you know. Like, I'm a man, you know. I should be able to cry. I should be able to express what I'm going through.
I mean, like, I've seen people that I've even lived with struggle with addiction. So when he's like, you know, like, this is like an addiction of mine, I genuinely felt really, really bad. So I still paid him for months. I didn't want to be the reason that he like didn't have enough money. I don't know, you know? Was it extremely inappropriate of him to tell me? Yeah. I also didn't.
You know, you could have sent me to rehab or something. You could have gotten me help. instead of fueling the addiction, you know? Like, you could have just helped me out. You could have treated me seriously instead of fueling it, you know? You enabled me. You enabled me to do the worst thing that's ever been in my life. You know, my parents, they don't even look at me anymore at the dinner table. They say, Tom. I call them like, hey, Mom, you know, I love you guys. Can I come over for dinner? They're like, Thomas, buddy, I caught you flicker gooning last week. They saw you flicker gooning at Market Basket. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom. It's hard. I'm hard. It's hard. Pokey doesn't respect me. I live a hard life. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I've ever known. I flicker goon all day, and nobody is there for me. Nobody is there for me throughout all of this. It's very dark.
Tell anyone for years, and then years later, I told my manager, and she looks at me like this.
That might be the only way out of this, to be honest with you. That might be the only way that I can recover, you know, through prayer. Wendy Goon taught me a lot about that. You know, he, as you guys know, he used to goon a lot. He used to be a flicker gooner himself, and he relates to what I'm going through, and he's been giving me a lot of advice on prayer and the power of prayer, the power of the Christian faith. And we may not be a part of the same religion. I pray to Phonotep, the ancient phoneme grave pharaoh from Dahoud. He prays to, you know, Jesus and God, and I think that's respectable, but he's given me a lot of advice on how faith has impacted him in his life and helped him to stop gooning. You know, he used to be called Wannagoon, is the thing you guys may not know. He used to be called Wannagoon. Yeah, it's just kind of a dark thing, man. Like, I've needed help for a long time, and she's not helping me. She just says, stay hard. I can't even get hard anymore. My penis is unrecognizable. It looks like it got chewed up by a tank tread. It looks like a Japanese soldier in Okinawa after the invasion. You know, it's rough.
Yeah, it was a little kooky beans. It was a little kooky beans. But like...
Kooky beans. I thought we were done saying slurs now, Pokey. Like, you would never say the N-word, would you? But you call me kooky beans? You know, that's a extremely offensive slur for flicker gooner Bulgarians. It's like I've been through so much. And still, I am being chastised. I'm being embarrassed. I'm being embarrassed online, brought out on the internet. I'm being mocked by do I really deserve this? Do I really need that? I don't think so.
There is no guidebook on to do in a situation like that. You know what I mean? What the hell do I do? Listen, kill him, what the fuck? Fire.
See, they're advocating for my death. They're advocating for my death on her stream. Twitch is a disgusting platform. Honestly, Twitch is a horrible place that is just enabling horrible behavior. You know, you can make death threats against Destiny. You can make death threats against me because I'm a flicker gooner. Like, it's disgusting. Like, the way the website is run is they just protect the people at the top.
For him, am I even allowed to fire someone because they're jacking off too much? I don't know.
You know, Pokey, I thought we had was special. I thought you saw me for who I am. I thought you saw that I was making progress and I was trying to change, but I guess not. So, you know what, frankly, if any other female streamers need me to edit their videos and masturbate ferociously to their content, I'm down. You know, if you guys need me, I'm down. I'm down to clown. I'm always here. If you guys need me, if you're flicker gooners, you can send me an email at turkeytombusiness@yahoo.com. You can send me an email and let me know how you're feeling, because I'm not feeling good. I feel like I'm having a hard time, and frankly, I just appreciate your support in this trying time. You know, I've been going through a lot lately. It's been hard, man. You know, even streaming is socially draining. It's so socially draining, and you know, flicker gooning is ball draining, and there's nothing left. My balls don't even produce sperm anymore. They just produce black tar heroin and fentanyl residue. So frankly, I appreciate chat support in this issue. Hashtag believe all victims. Hashtag BAV. Thank you guys very much for your support throughout this trying time. All right. Well, I'm glad we got the emotional stuff out of the way. I didn't want to harp on that too much, but I feel like I had to respond. You know, I feel like I had to do the right thing. Just get it out there. You know, I always want to do the right thing. Frankly, I always want to communicate how I'm feeling the right way. And yeah, I mean, there's no other way around it. You know, I've been wronged. I've been wronged by the internet. I've been wronged. But someday, the flicker gooners will rise up and we will get our revenge. We will have our comeuppance. We'll have our comeuppance.